My name is Chad Powell and I am the current manager for the materials management team. I grew up in Peace Bay, Borden Town, so I come from a regular Caymanian family. My parents were both workers. They worked for their whole careers. My father was an entrepreneur, left the workforce from the fire service at an early age to do his own thing. So I kind of learned that aspect of life and went to normal public school, came out of high school, low expectations of any further career development or education. Saw an opportunity at CUC, came here and I had two gentlemen, one security guard and our famous training officer, Mr. Ocho, come grab me by the shirt collar and say, "What are you doing? You need to get some education in your head." And it went from there. I got an opportunity from CUC to go away to school, first from my family to actually be able to go away to college. Graduated, came back, moved up through the different ranks, got opportunities to be supervisor several times, and then I was very stunned when I got the opportunity to finally become a manager, and very, very proud of it to be part of the team. I went to Conestoga College in Canada, in Ontario, and I was able to complete a 2-year electrical engineering technician program. It was shocking. That was the first time I ever saw snow or anything like that in my life. And then secondly, you come from a small cultural background and you get into this huge, large diversity, multicultural melting pot Canada, right? So you got tons of different cultures, nationalities and stuff that you've never even experienced before. So it was a big eye-opener. And then even being there was very intimidating, seeing some of the brainiacs and the wizards that you come across. Is very, very intimidating. So having kind of a reliance with me when I went, because I had a peer, Earlton, who was one of my supervisors at the time, and he was there, so he was a great support mechanism. He had been accustomed to the culture before, so he could give me pointers and tips, but just having that as long as a network back at CUC that I could always call home and ask for help and support really got me through it. I see myself in the same position. I got a lot of learning to do, still green in a lot of areas, and I just want to continue to work with the team and absorb as much as I can, because every day is learning for me, and just being able to work with the group and have that flexibility, getting in the field, coming back in the office, getting into it with the big shots and stuff like that. So it's a well-rounded position I'm in, so I still got a lot of learning and growing to go. One thing that I've learned very early on is that I do not have all the answers, and I never will. But if we talk to the people who work in the field, they have all the answers. And if you just take time and listen to them, and you can put into practice their theories, their thoughts, and work with them, it will eventually benefit the customer. When we see something, we say something, and we will literally have yellow cards and hold them up and say, "Guys, I'm calling you out on this, you messed up. You need to do better," and that does not exclude myself. Anybody can throw the yellow card at me. Luckily, we haven't gotten 10 red cards yet. And we've gotten to the point that we understand that we're not the center focus of the company. We're part of the wheels and the cogs that keep it moving, but we know that we're not the central heart or backbone or any of these critical components. We're a support mechanism, right? So, and it's just being the part that you set out to do is important. It's not always going to be the nice limelight that you're going to be in, or you don't get the fancy celebrations, but you still get to know that you've contributed in some way. So you're part of the bigger picture. Always had someone helping me, so now that I'm in a position that I can help others, that is my focus and my goal. I remember when I came back and others were telling us to get more involved in the community, and I never really understood it until when I first started to participate in the complaining about kids and causing trouble and whatnot, and someone grabbed me by the collar and say, "Well, you got an opportunity to do something about it." So I used to teach swimming to kids up at the Northside Primary School, Bordentown Primary, Savannah, all at the Clifton Hunter swimming pool. I was a coach. I got voluntold to be a coach for Little League for about 3 years. So that was a tremendous experience. And then just helping out here and there, and just being able to actually give back into the community changed my whole outlook on the fact that a lot of us have the opinion that we can't contribute or we can't do much, but in reality, we can do so much, even if it's just a small amount of our time each year.